Hey guys, I've just thought I'd throw this video together to go over how to set up and use your desktop in Windows 8. Now, a lot of people are upset that the start button's gone, but once you get familiar with your new Windows 8 software, it really becomes redundant anyway. Me personally, never really use the start button that often. Mainly only use it to get to my control settings and things like that. So I'm gonna start with, we want to have a look at our desktop. Okay, so this is our desktop, very similar to what you would see in Windows 7. The only real difference is not having the start button down in the bottom left hand corner. So everybody uses their desktop differently. Me personally, I always used to have my main items that I would use frequently on the desktop in shortcut form, and then I would use my start menu basically to find my settings, control panel, and things like that. So Windows 8 is a little bit different. We don't have a start button per se down in the bottom left hand corner to get to our settings and our used files and everything like that. Once you get used to Windows 8, you'll find that you won't miss it that much. So I suppose, we want to have a look at how do we get our desktops icons on the desktop. Windows 8 basically works exactly the same as Windows 7. When you load some software on, so we want to have a look, say we want to load, we've downloaded some software and we want to install it on our computer. Okay, and here we go. So there's our desktop shortcut to our software. What you'll find is also on our Metro bar, it's installed our VCL player here. What happens when we don't have a shortcut? How do we get it back? Okay, so we want to go down to Windows Explorer. We want to go down to, this is the same with any software that you have installed or will be installing. We want to go down to Program Files, find the new software, which is Video LAN. Find the executable file. Here we go. Right click. We can pin to start, which is pinned to the new Metro start screen. Pin to taskbar, which is the bottom taskbar here in Windows 8, or we can create a shortcut if that's what you prefer. So in this case, we'll create a shortcut, and there's our new desktop icon. So you can do this for all your software that you have installed or are going to install if you want to use a shortcut icon to get to your particular program. Another way you can do it, of course, is to go to your Metro screen, to your All Apps, find your new software that you've downloaded, right click, and we can pin it to the taskbar. If we go back to the desktop and pin to our taskbar. The other way you can find it, a lot of people are very familiar with you would use your Windows key and then start typing, and that would search for the program or file. That's the case now. It's a little bit different, but it works the same way. So from anywhere in your desktop, press your Windows key, VLC player, and there we go. We have the program up and running. So if we want to run another program in our desktop, we can do that the same as we always can. You can have multiple windows open, very similar to what you can do now with Windows 7. Once you get used to it, if you want to be in the desktop, you pretty much never have to leave the desktop. There's another way to search for a program. If you become used to doing it this way, you can come up to the bottom, use the search, and search for your app that way, VLC. And there we go, Telstar Media Player. If you want to look in your files, you can also do that as well. Find the file that you're after. Let me go back up top, back to our desktop, and we're away. Another thing that they've done in Windows 8 to help people that are used to using your start screen to find the device settings, we go down to the bottom left hand corner onto our start menu that's down here. Just go down to the bottom, instead of left clicking, which will bring you back to the start menu, come down to the bottom and right click, and it gives you access to all of your system settings and different things. So here we have programs and features, mobility center, power options, system, you get the idea. So task manager, control panel, we also have Windows Explorer, search and run. So that's another option. You can come down here, right click, go to search and type in whatever it is you're after. But so control device manager, task manager, control panel, everything's still here. Right click, control panel. Also in your desktop, you can use a lot of the Metro applications while you're doing your work in the desktop environment. If we come up to the top left hand corner and come down, we have a look at all of our programs that we've had open in the Metro interface. So say we want to listen to some music while we're on our desktop, come up to the top, we'll grab this and we'll just chuck that in there. So now we can listen to our music while we're doing our work on a desktop. If you're looking at different documents, or if you there's pretty much unlimited in what you can do while you're on the desktop. If you've got some OneNote notes you want to take or use or make while you're using your desktop, it's also a good option. You want to keep an eye on your finance, or once you've pinned all your share options to this screen, to keep them updated while you're doing your work. Another little thing you can do is this is the Windows Internet Explorer 10 Metro app. You can even have both browsers running at the same time if you would like to do that for whatever reason. You could be working on this here, and to get an overview you could be here updating your blog and just refreshing it on the left here, just to see how it's looking as you're progressing. So if we want to get rid of that, we just close that away. And that's pretty much it. As you can see, once you have your shortcut items set up here, you have your items that you use daily, productive items, pinned to your taskbar down here. I have my calculator pad, my music player. All these work exactly the same as you would find them in Windows 7. And come down here, right click on the start button, brings you up all your settings that you're used to using when you access the old start button. I'll give you a hand in learning how to use your new Windows 8 desktop. Please give it a thumbs up or leave a comment.